So let's just jump right in with a question that on the surface sounds super simple. Who are leeches? I bet an image just popped into your head, right? And chances are it wasn't a very flattering one. But what if that picture is just one tiny piece of a much bigger, much weirder, and honestly a way more fascinating story?
And for this whole explainer, we're diving into some amazing research by Iwana Kolashevska and Eva Kolodieska, which they published in the Journal of Ethnobiology and Ethnomedicine. They actually went out there, into the field, to see our strange relationship with these creatures up close. And trust me, what they found might just flip your whole perspective.
Because this is really the heart of the matter, isn't it? On one side, you've got this gut reaction, a slimy, kind of gross bloodsucker. But on the other, for literally thousands of years, we humans have looked at this exact same animal and seen a healing partner, a medical professional, even a friend. How on earth can it be both?
So who are they really? Well, the answer isn't A or B. It's not one or the other. What this research shows is that the leech's identity is incredibly, well, slippery. And figuring that out actually tells us a whole lot more about ourselves than it ever could about the leech.
To really get it, we've got to go back, way back, because humans and leeches, we have this deeply tangled history together. It's a relationship that has shaped everything from ancient medicine to, believe it or not, global economies. And it is a wild ride.
Yeah, and this is not some forgotten folk remedy we dug up. We're talking about a straight line from medical records in ancient Egypt to this massive leech craze that took over Europe in the 1800s. They were even used in an attempt to save Joseph Stalin's life. And it all leads right up to today, where they're used in super modern microsurgery and high-end wellness clinics. They've been right here with us the whole time. And when I say leech craze, I am not kidding. To give you some scale, back in the 19th century, France, just France alone, was using 100 million leeches every single year. 100 million! This wasn't just healthcare. This was a massive industry.
In fact, this huge demand turned leeches into what one historian, Sergei Solushev, called the unsung heroes of global capitalism. Whole regions, like the Caucasus, became these major leech exporters. It was a powerful economic engine, all humming along on our faith in this little worm's ability to heal.
So that was then. But what does this relationship actually look like now on the ground? Well, this is where the researchers take us right into the clinics and homes of modern leech healers in Dagestan and Turkey. And this is where things get really personal and full of contradictions.
Just listen to this quote from Miriam, one of the healers. She calls them her beauties. She talks to them with this gentle affection, this patience. She's not treating them like a disposable tool. She's treating them like a partner, a little coworker that she has a real bond with.
And then you get this. From another healer, Amina, who's looking at leeches for sale. Such disgusting stuff, she says, almost laughing at the absurdity of it all. In that moment for her, they're not beauties, they're a product. A disgusting but valuable thing with a price tag.
And that's the whole puzzle right there. You know, even the researchers had to face this head on. To really understand it, they had leeches put on them. They had to feel that cold, slimy, wiggling sensation on their own skin and actively work past their own disgust to really get what was going on.
So how do we square this circle? The affection and the disgust, the coworker and the commodity. Well, the researchers argue there's one single elegant idea that unlocks this whole thing. And that key is a concept they call malleability.
Malleability is all about flexibility. But here's the cool part. It's two kinds of flexibility at once. It's physical, the way a leech's body can literally change shape. And it's also semantic, meaning its meaning to us can be stretched and reshaped too. It's this double flexibility that lets the leech be so many different things. Let's break that down a bit. Physically, a leech's body is just incredibly pliable. It can stretch out, wiggle around, and swell up to 10 times its original size as it feeds. And because we can see and feel it doing that, it creates semantic flexibility. We see it grow fat, and suddenly it's a hard worker. We feel it wiggling, and it feels alive, like a partner. Its physical form is what lets its job title flip in a heartbeat, and it's why it can make us feel both admiration and disgust, sometimes at the same time.
Okay, so malleability. It sounds kind of academic, but why does it actually matter? It matters because it tells us something really deep about how we relate to, well, not just leeches, but pretty much the entire animal world. And the secret ingredient is context.
This chart lays it out perfectly.
In the middle of a therapy session, that leech is a partner, a coworker, doing its job. But see it in a jar at a wellness shop, it's a product, a commodity. Then, after the session is over, it becomes this ethical problem. It's a living thing, and the healers feel it's a sin to kill it, but it's also used medical equipment that has to be disposed of. The leech itself never changed. Only we did.
And what's really wild is how we talk to them. When a healer speaks to a leech, it's mostly to soothe the human patient. The real communication is all through touch. It's that feeling, the coldness, the sliminess, the wobbly movements. That's how we decide what the leech is thinking or intending to do. And this leads to a huge ethical knot. The healers genuinely believe it's a sin to kill them. They see them as living beings. So what do? The common solution is this uneasy compromise, flushing them down the toilet. It's like its malleable, watery body almost belongs there, which allows them to dispose of it without feeling like they've actively killed it. It's a fascinating and kind of uncomfortable mental loophole. Which brings us right back to the beginning. We started off asking who are leeches, but maybe the real answer is they're whoever we need them to be, whenever we need them to be it. So the real question to leave you with is this. If our relationship with one supposedly simple little creature can be this complicated, this contradictory, this malleable, what does that say about our relationship with all the other animals we share this planet with?